So this is the part where we now talk about TDI indicator strategies. So what are the potential strategy you can use using TDI? So this is the latest chart. I just got this from my MT4. Okay, so as you can see from my left to my right, you can see this shark fin coming up here. Remember, I said shark fin is when the green line move out of the Bonija band and then cross back in. Okay, as you can see here is a potential buy, and you can see how the market move up after that signal. And again, you can see this one that is pointing for a sell when the green line move out of the Bonija band and then comes back in. You can see it's also signify a sell signal. So again, you can use shark fin as a setup. Basically, I have several videos. So again, when I was using only sharpening on 30 minutes, then but it must be supported by a supply and demand zone. So if I see shark fin and there is supply and demand, then I'm going in for that trade. Okay, so this is one of the trading strategy that you can use with TDI. Now, this is a combination. Like I said, you need confluence when you are trading. So this is Fibonacci and shark fin setup. So you can see all I need to do is just to mark from the high to the low and mark my level 15 and 61. Wait for the market to retrace back to this level, and I pick my sell. And you can see there's a shark fin here where the green move out of the um Bollinger Band, okay, and then cross back in, and that is our signal for a sell. So all I need to do is just to wait for this market to give me my shark fin at my point of interest, and I'm in into the market. Remember what I said that sometimes you just need this crossover as your entry rule into the market. You can see it gives you a very simple trade signal in this case, just you understanding the analysis you need to do and then using your TDI as your entry confirmation and exit. So let's go to the next strategy. So the next one is the market baseline continuation setup. Okay. Remember, I said sometimes the market baseline, which is the yellow moving average, move from level 32 back to 68, then 68 down to 32 again. So as you can see on this chart, it started moving from level 32, okay, and up to crossing above level 50. Remember, I said again that if the market baseline is above 50, is a signal for a buy. So I was able to identify this three step level one, the level two, and level three on this trend line. Okay, and the market is also bouncing off from the yellow moving average at level 50. Okay, this is a sign of continuation. I mentioned this at the beginning of the when I was showing you singular line that you can use market the line also for continuation. Sorry, so you can see you can draw your trend line and use TDI to interpret if the market is still going to continue in that particular trend. So I believe you can spot this kind of setup once you know how to do your analysis. This is an uptrend. Clearly the market is coming from 32 going to 68, is it has already crossed the 50 midpoint for RSI, okay, which is a good sign that the market is still going to trend up, and then we have our trade signal. So again, make sure you are doing confluence with it. So in this case we have a trend line and the market baseline continuation. So divergence setup. Remember, so this is also a case for a sell. You can see that the chart is doing higher highs and our TDI is showing a lower low. So that is a signal for a sell. That is a sell setup. And so you can use your TDI. You can use your TDI to spot divergence. So let's look at the next setup. So the next setup is also the divergence and market baseline continuation setup. So if you see this divergence, for instance, which is a sign for a sell, okay, and let's say you missed this first drop, for instance, the market move back, and then from level, this is more like a market baseline continuation again. As you can see, it's bouncing up from level 60. Okay, sorry, level 50, the RSI midpoint, okay, before continuing into the sell, just like what I showed you here, what we have here. So bouncing from 50 and continue upside. So this is also divergence and bouncing from 50 and continue down. And you can see that the RSI, so the moving average, the market baseline moving average is coming from 68, which means the market is trending down. So the market is trending down. Again, if you even draw, um, if you look at this change of character here, you will see that the support is turning to resistance at this point, and then we have this. So you can do all sort of analysis, all sort of analysis. I'm not here to convince you, but just for you to see how simple you can use the TDI indicator to spot trading opportunity.